So now in Spain, where I live, we have these people that we call SkipRats. So they go around. So we put the bin men come every day in Spain. We put all our rubbish out, and every morning the bin men come in the early hours of the morning. Now, if you've got anything that you want to sort of give away, if you like, that you think, oh, it's too good for the bin, you don't want to throw it away, you put it in a bag by the side of the bin, and the skip rat comes. And they'll come round, maybe they'll come round on a bike, and of course can't get much on their bike. But I've noticed lately they come in vans and things, because sometimes people put furniture there, or, things that are just, what it's like, things that are no good to you anymore. Maybe you've got a new chair or a new sideboard or a new bedside table, and you want to get rid of the old ones. And these people, they come and take them off to markets and sell them if they can, or they use the wood for, they go and sell the wood, because wood's quite expensive in Spain, or the metal from things. I mean, I think it's brilliant because it's like pure recycling. Anyway, so we always like lay bets as to how long it'll take, depending on what you put outside. So, but literally this morning, I've gone out, taken the rubbish out, really early in the morning. I've yesterday I spent the day just clearing out a load of stuff, and you end up with all those old chargers and wires and connectors, and you're thinking, what was this connector for? And you haven't used it for years. I mean, no doubt I'll need them tomorrow. I'll be thinking, oh God, what happened to that SCART lead? Oh yeah, I put it out for the skip rat. Anyway, so I had this big bag of loads of stuff, but not only that, some children's games and things that I've hung on to for years. I feel bad actually now that they've gone, but at the end of the day, they're just gathering dust in the cupboard. They're old. These are games like, board games and things like that from when my son was young, and sort of clinging on to them for sentimental value, but thinking, well, when are they ever going to get used, really? Well, again, we'll probably have another blackout, and then I'll be thinking, oh, where's those board games? But it's just like they were so old. In fact, they're probably antiques. I probably should have taken them to Antiques Roadshow. Like your Frustration, Monopoly, those kind of things. Anyway, so I was a bit remorseless yesterday, because every now and again I do like to have a clear out. I can't stand a load of clutter. So I put them all in this bag with all these all these leads and chargers. Again, I've probably thrown away. I haven't thrown away the charger for the phone I've got, but maybe I've thrown away chargers for all phones. So I put them all out there, and I literally went out, put 3 bottles in the bottle bank. I put the rubbish in the skip, like threw the rubbish in the skip, put the bag by the side of the skip, literally just walked back to my house. And as I walked back, a white van pulled up, a guy got out, started looking through the bins. There's nothing in the bins, because the bin men had just been, and then there's only my bag in there. There's nothing in the bin bag. But then he started rummaging through this bag at the side. Now, I was a bit insulted that he just didn't take the whole carrier bag. It's like a carrier bag jam-packed full of stuff. Didn't do that. He looked through it, and I couldn't see what he took out and what he left. It's probably still there. Maybe he took out the electrical things and he didn't want the children's games, or maybe he took the children's games and he didn't want the electrical things. There were things he took. He did not just pick up the bag and take it. So I was a little bit insulted about that. What's wrong with the stuff I throw out? Anyway, so I just wanted to tell you about that, because it always intrigues me, because literally sometimes like that, it was literally not even a minute. I hadn't even made it back into the house before the skip rat came and took those things. Sometimes it takes longer, I suppose sometimes it depends on the size of what you put. I don't think I've ever put furniture out there. It's normally if you get any new furniture, they'll take away your old one, won't you? But I've put probably small items of furniture out there. I'm just sort of looking around now and thinking, what else? So to me, it's great. If he manages to get a few euros for it, I think it's great what they do. You know, they're taking initiative, they're going out, they're collecting, they probably spend the day collecting things, and that's how they make their money. And you know what they say, where there's muck, there's brass. So it's a bit like the rag and bone men, isn't it, from days gone by? If you're as old as me, you might remember, well, they came round on a horse when I was young, not because I was so young, cars hadn't been invented, I'm so old that cars hadn't been invented, but having said that, there weren't that many cars on the road then. And the rag and bone man would come, and it was quite exciting because he used to give you balloons. He used to give all the kids balloons and things like that. And whatever rubbish you had, like, you know, that couldn't go in the normal bins, the rag and bone man would take and, you know, do whatever, upcycle it, sell it. You know, as I say, if that little bag of stuff, if he got €5 for it, well, if you think every bin is stopping at, if he gets €5 and he's out there, I think he just drives around the bins all day. That must be what he does. And I expect he gets some absolute gems, because I've seen things out there that I've thought, oh my God, you know, people put bikes out there, or you know, you know, most people, they don't want to be bothered with disposing of stuff. They don't know the right place to go to, you know, because you're supposed to only dump things in certain places, aren't you? So they don't know the right places to go to. And this SkipRat, he'll know all that, but he will sell what he can. And I know there are markets where literally you've just got to take, especially the electrical things, you know. And again, if somebody's got a bit, I couldn't be doing it. It's only pure laziness, and I wouldn't want to go to the market when it's freezing cold and sort through a load of stuff. But that's how you get your SCART lead, say, for €1 instead of buying one off Amazon or whatever connector thing that you want. Instead of buying it off Amazon for 10, €15, you go to one of these markets, pick one up for a couple of euros, and he's made a couple of euros profit. Everyone's a winner. Anyway, I just wanted to talk about that because it does intrigue me. And yeah, I hope he has a good day. And he's probably richer than me. Mind you, most people are, but thank you. Bye.